all this science, but they actually didn't do a scientific study of this, which was actually pointed out. Justice Kavanaugh pointed out that during oral arguments.
And your argument would be that, in fact, the statute that defines the census gives the Commerce Secretary wide latitude to make a decision.
In all forms and manners, it gives them wide discretion to determine what questions appear on the census. The Constitution in itself gives that authority to Congress, but it has delegated that to the Commerce Secretary, not the Director of the Census, the Commerce Secretary.
And Dan, how's your reading of the oral argument in this case? How's this breaking down?
Well, it's breaking down pretty clearly between the liberals who really want them not to have to. The question is, can you put a citizenship question in the census?
Right.
The liberals argue that you're supposed to count everybody in the United States, everybody who's resident, and that includes illegal immigrants. They say that if you ask these people a citizenship question, they won't show up, or they'll run out the back door, and so you'll get an undercount. And that we can do it without asking citizenship questions by using computer modeling and software and handle it that way.
And the stakes here, Bill, are not just the numbers count. It also has ramifications for the electoral votes, which states have number of votes, and congressional redistricting. Because if you give more seats based on illegal immigrants to California or New York, it means you have to take those seats.
Yeah, and a lot of federal spending, depending on race and so forth, why they do it. Look, I think the Constitution's pretty clear that the government's meant to count everyone in the state. I mean, it was with the whole population, I think, is the language that they have. There's no contradiction between counting the whole population and then finding out the subcategories, how many are citizens. I don't think it's about fearing an undercount. As Alicia pointed out, there's no evidence that people would be less cooperative.
It's an assumption.
Yeah, I think that really the fact is a lot of people don't want to know. They don't, actually, more important, they don't want the American people to know the proportion of citizens and non-citizens in any given area.
I guess